What's up, gang? Case here with our in-gym Metcon for Saturday, February 13th. This is the end of our deload week, so we have a partner workout today, 20-minute AMRAP. We've got 40 wall balls followed by 40 Russian swings, 40 box jumps, and then 40 split stance rows. You're going to split that work between you and a partner. You have to keep it in sequence, but you're welcome to switch partners as frequently as needed. So the idea is we're going to get a lot of conditioning in today. We're going to get a lot of reps in today, but I want you changing partners frequently, and then the workout's set up so that you'll be changing movements frequently. That will keep you from doing huge sets of any movement today. Also keep you from doing a lot of the same movement consecutively over and over again, which is what tends to make us more sore, tends to beat the body up a bit more. So name of the game today, fast transitions and switch partners frequently. I'd recommend splitting up most of these movements into tens. Talking about those wall balls, when you set up on this wall ball, you want to keep your torso as upright as you can while you squat, because you're essentially creating a shelf to drive power through, and you're driving power with those legs. So that's why that squat is the most important piece of the wall ball, because if you're not set up in a good squat position, then you're not going to get a lot of power into the ball as you throw. If you have the ability, get your hip crease below the knee, but don't do so at the sacrifice of dropping the chest or letting knees cave in, coming up in toes, any of that. Last tip on wall balls: as we throw, come up with a consistent breathing pattern to help control your breath rate, help control your heart rate. Plus, wall balls is one of those movements that as people catch and turn over in that squat, they tend to hold their breath. So come up with a consistent breathing rhythm on those wall balls. After that, we've got Russian swings. Remember, this swing is more of an RDL position, so make sure that we're sending the hips back and getting that chest way out in front of the knees. Next piece, fast hips, fast knees. That's what creates momentum on that bell. So after we load up into that RDL position, fast hips, fast knees, and then watch out for probably the biggest flaw we see in this movement is people overextending the hips, not keeping their belly tight, and leaning back at the top. After we extend, we squeeze our quads, squeeze our butt, and we really got to squeeze our belly, which feels like it kind of keeps our chest down, but that's right where we want to be up in that tall position. Get that bell right up to about chin height, and then same as those wall balls, come up with a consistent breathing pattern on those. Best technique for breathing on that is breathing in as you load down, and then breathing out as you drive power through those legs. After that, we've got our box jumps today. Just going over some baseline mechanics. Remember, we want to start our jump about hip width, and then when we land, we want to land shoulder width, and then whatever height we jump to, we want our hip crease to land above our knee. Stand all the way up with control before you step back down to the bottom. Try not to waste any movement today, so whenever or wherever you plant that second foot for that jump, be ready to fire right back up, not taking any shuffles forward or backward, getting rid of any wasted motion. Finishing up with split stance rows. So I want you to turn your body at a 45-degree angle away from the box, and then your hand's going to be on the edge of the box. The arm that you're rowing with, that foot's going to be back. And then big thing we need to focus on here, let me turn to the side for a better view. Big thing we need to focus on here is keeping that back flat, as well as keeping our head in line with the rest of our spine. Whenever we row, people like to drop that head down. Let's think about keeping that head in line. From here, make sure that you have your belly tight as well, so that you're not just relying on those back muscles to support this load. Get your arm to full extension in the bottom, and then to complete the rep, you pull all the way until the hand touches the ribs, and that's what completes that motion. One thing to watch out for there is make sure that we're not getting our legs or our torso into the movement. Everything else stays rigid. Slight bend in the knees, only moving through that shoulder once we're set up. On those, I'd recommend one partner hitting 10 on one side, other partner hitting 10 on the same side, and then coming back through on that opposite side for 2 more sets of 10. So we got 40 reps of everything today, fast transitions. You and your partner will be using your own gear. So as soon as you're finishing the last rep of your set, your partner can be taking off. Rounds and reps will be your score for today. Good luck, and we'll see you back next week for base week of our new strength cycle.